Hello everybody and welcome to another reaction video. And today we are actually doing something a little bit different. I am going to be reacting to a song and a band that I have heard before. But it's a track I was asked to do. I've been asked to do it. And as you know, I write down every suggestion that I get given, so here we go. Now, it's also slightly different to what I normally do as well, the musical style. It's not a style I've actually covered properly as yet. The band we're going to listen to is a band called VNV Nation. And the track we're going to look at is a track called Illusion. Now, anybody who doesn't know who VNV Nation are, they are a synth pop EBM group that was formed in London, England in 1990. Their sound generally sort of blends deep, poetic, sort of thought-provoking lyrics with a musical style that sort of ranges from melodic dance to indie electronics to like really haunting ballads and sort of post-classical soundtrack style pieces. Now, as I said before, the track we're going to listen to is called Illusion, and this is actually a very deep and beautiful piece of music, and it's actually a piece of music. VNV Nation played it at a festival at one point several years ago, and it was actually dedicated to the memory of Sophie Lancaster. Now, most of you who watch my videos, if you've watched them to the end, you know that I am an avid supporter of the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. So, you know, it's quite an important track in a way. I mean, the song wasn't originally written with Sophie Lancaster in mind, because this song came out before that tragedy occurred, but it was dedicated to her at a musical festival. And from what I understand, I wasn't actually there, from what I was told, when they dedicated this to Sophie Lancaster and then they consequently played it, the whole place went absolutely silent, you know, out of respect. But that's what I was told. Whether or not that's true, I don't know. But yeah, the track is called Illusion. It's a track I am familiar with. I have heard it before. I've never actually really gone through it and analysed the lyrics before, however. So I think we'll do that today, and we'll get straight into it. I'll put a link to the original video in the description below, as I normally do. So yeah, VNV Nation, Illusion.
It's hard to tell how mixed up you feel, hoping what you need is behind every door. Each time you get hurt, I don't want you to change, 'cause everyone has hopes, you're human after all. The feeling sometimes wishing you were someone else, feeling as though you never belong. This feeling is not sadness, this feeling is not joy. I truly understand, please don't cry now. Please don't go, I want you to stay. I'm begging you, please, please don't leave here. I don't want you to
One thing I absolutely love about this track is how minimalistic it is. It's, it starts off with that beautiful piece of piano, and really, there isn't much else to the track. There's a very subtle, very gentle beat in the background, electronic beat in the background, and then it's just him and his lyrics. And he has got a fantastic voice. He has got an absolutely beautiful voice. And you can almost hear the emotion coming through his voice when he sings. It's a phenomenal piece of music. And the lyrics it comes out with, I know it's hard to tell how mixed up you feel, hoping what you need is behind every door. Each time you get hurt, I don't want you to change, 'cause everyone has hopes, you're human after all. The feeling sometimes wishing you were someone else, feeling as though you never belonged. This feeling is not sadness, this feeling is not joy. I truly understand. Please don't cry now. Now, those first two lines, I know it's hard to tell how mixed up you feel, hoping what you need is behind every door. The song itself, as I understand, is trying to help a friend through bad times, through depression, trying to talk them out of ending their own life, or, trying to help them through a situation where they might think that. So I know it's hard to tell how mixed up you feel, hoping what you need is behind every door. So in those sorts of situations where you're sort of losing all hope, you do feel conflicted, you feel confused, and you're hoping to find a solution every way you look, because you're really confused, you're really conflicted, you don't know what to do, and you're just looking for an answer. So it says, each time you get hurt, I don't want you to change. Everybody, when they get hurt, whether it's like an emotional shock of maybe losing a family member or a relationship ending, every time you get hurt, a little bit of something in you changes. You change your approach to life. Like if you're in a relationship and that relationship ends and you end up getting hurt by that, you sort of change your outlook, sort of like, I'm never doing that again, I'm not going to go through that again, I'm going to, next time I'm in a relationship, I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen, because I'm going to be different. He's like, you shouldn't have to change, you should be able to be the same person and still not have to suffer through pain like that. And it says, because everyone has hopes, you're human after all. Because you are human, everybody makes mistakes, everybody gets hurt. The feeling sometimes wishing you were someone else, feeling as though you never belong. Again, this is like the despair of, the feeling of helplessness. Because there are some times, you sort of wish, why can't I be happy? Why can't I live like that person? That person's got a great life. Why can't I live like that? Why can't my life be like that? Why do I have to be me? And feeling as though you never belonged. You might feel like an outcast at times. I mean, I've felt it many, many times. Sort of sit there and you look at all the people around you. I mean, for example, where I live in a tiny little village in the back end of nowhere, and I stick out like a sore thumb because I'm pretty much the only alternative person in the entire place. Everybody else is like farmers and, listening to chant music and what have you and stuff like that. And then there's me right in the middle of it. It's like a big black spot in the middle of a clear blue ocean. It was, there are times you feel like you don't fit in. He goes, this feeling is not sadness, this feeling is not joy. I truly understand, please don't cry now. So the feeling like you wanted to be someone else and not fitting in, it's not sadness that makes you feel that way, and it's not happiness that makes you feel that way. You're not happy that you don't fit in, and you're not and it's not sadness that's making you think, oh, I don't fit in, I don't belong here. It's confusion, essentially, in the middle. You know, feeling like you have no place. It's like, I truly understand. Please don't cry now. And it goes, please don't go. I want you to stay. I'm begging you, please. Please don't leave here. So whether this is... This can possibly mean two things. Please don't go, I want you to stay. Could be like, please don't... This could, on the side of suicide, it could be, you know, please don't end your life, please. You mean something to me. I don't want to see you... You know, I don't want you to go. Or it could be trying to, you know, this person trying to change their life, trying to alter their life and cutting people out of their life. Like, sort of, I don't want to be, you know, I want to change the way my life is, so I'm going to remove everybody and start again. It says, please don't go. I'm begging you, please don't leave here. So it's like, please, look, you do mean a lot to me. You know, I really care about you. I love you as a friend, partner, whatever. You know, please, just... It says, I don't want you to hate for all the hurt that you feel. The world is just illusion, trying to change you. So it's like, I don't want you to make rash decisions because of bad things that have happened to you. You know, you've been, you know, your relationship has ended, maybe, or, you know, you've been fired, maybe, or, you know, something bad has happened to you. I don't want you to make a rash decision. I want, you know, don't get angry at the fact that you've been hurt, because everybody gets hurt. You know, just sit down, talk to me, be my friend, and we'll work through it. And it says the world is just illusion trying to change you. It's like everything around you is superficial, essentially. You know, what matters is the love and the relationships that you've got. Everything else around you is gonna change you eventually. You know, whether it be, you know, a relationship hurting you, or even a relationship that's successful, it will still change you. So, but it's a beautiful, beautiful song. Waffling on, let's carry on.
Like you are, well, this is something else. Who would comprehend? But some that do lay claim divine purpose blesses them. Well, that's not what I believe, and it doesn't matter anyway. A part of your soul ties you to the next world, or maybe to the last, but I'm still not sure. But what I do know is, to us the world is different as we are to the world. I guess you would know that. Please don't go, I want you to stay. I'm begging you, please. Please don't leave here. I don't want you to hate for all the hurt that you feel. The world is just illusion trying to change you. Please don't go, I want you to stay. I'm begging you, please. Oh, please don't leave here. I don't want you to change for all the hurt that you feel. This world is just illusion, always trying to change you. Please don't go, I want you to stay. I'm begging you, please. Please don't leave here. I don't want you to hate for all the hurt that you feel. The world is just illusion trying to change you. Please don't go, I want you to stay. is just illusion, always trying to change you.
I absolutely love that song. It is an absolutely beautiful piece of music. Beautiful song. You know, it's a really, as I said at the very beginning, it's a very sort of thought-provoking piece of music. It's got real emotion behind it. You can really hear it in his voice. That, you know, the almost pleading in his voice of, you know, wanting whomever the song is being sung about, you know, he really wants them to sit back and think about what they're doing. You know, he doesn't want them to make a rash decision. He doesn't want them to just go off and do whatever it is they are about to do without thinking about it, without thinking of the consequences or how it's going to affect everybody around them. You know, it's a beautifully done piece of music, and it is amazingly emotional, and it has got a fantastic meaning behind it. And as I said before, the guy's voice is just phenomenal. He has got an absolutely amazing voice, and excuse me, again, I like the simplicity of the music behind it. You know, he lets the vocals and the lyrics do all the speaking for him. And the music in the background is just so minimal. You know, it doesn't intrude upon what he's saying at all. It's very subtle. It's a beautiful piece of music. I could listen to that over and over again for hours. And you can sort of see why the song itself was dedicated to Sophie Lancaster at whatever festival it was, because it's almost like pleading, you know, please don't go out, I want you to stay. It's like saying, you know, I don't want you. It's essentially saying I don't want you to die. You know, I want you to come back to the world. I want you to be here where you belong, alongside everybody that loves and cares about you. You know, so you can see where it's going. Because, I mean, if anybody doesn't actually know the story of Sophie Lancaster, it is well worth reading up on. It's well worth looking into, because it was absolute tragedy. It really was, and you know, it's something that really shook and shocked the alternative music community in England when it happened. Because it was disgusting. It was a horrible tragedy that should never have happened, and it's something that, you know, you got to hope will never happen again, because it was an unbelievable act of violence that ended in absolute tragedy. That was a beautiful song, beautiful piece of music. I absolutely love it. But anyway, we'll leave that as it is. So, as I said, that is actually a first for the channel, where I've actually reviewed and reacted to a piece of music that I've actually already heard before. I mean, I've heard bands I've reacted to before, but I've never actually done one to a track that I've heard before. So, yeah, there you go. If anybody else would like to suggest a piece of music for me to react to, then please do so, by all means. Yeah, you can drop a comment in the comment section below, or you can message me on my Facebook or Instagram. The links for those are in the description below. Ow, I just hit my wrist on the corner of my desk. That bloody hurt. If you do make a suggestion, just be aware that it might take a while to get around to, because I do get suggested dozens of tracks every single day. And the list is growing faster than I can record videos, so just be aware of that. Also, as mentioned several times in this video, I am a very proud supporter of the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. They are a British-based charity aimed at putting an end to hate crimes, mostly aimed towards people of the alternative subculture. Because, as I mentioned before, the Sophie Lancaster story is a hideously tragic story about, two people of alternative persuasion, listening to alternative music, dressing in alternative fashion, who were violently attacked just because of the way they looked, because of the music that they listened to, and it doesn't matter who you are, whether you identify as a different gender, whether you have a different sexual preference, whatever your religion, whatever your race, whatever way you choose to live your life. Nobody has any reason or excuse, or nobody can justify verbally or even physically attacking you just because of the way you live your life. I mean, as long as the way you live your life is within the confines of the law, nobody has a right to touch you for it. Attacking someone just because of the music that they listen to is just so unbelievably ridiculous. It's like going out and attacking someone just because they like a different flavour ice cream to you, or because they like a different colour to you. It's like, your favourite colour is blue, but my favourite colour is red, so I'm going to beat you up. It makes no sense. There is no justification for it, and it really needs to stop. We've got enough division in the world as it is. We've all got just as much right to live on the planet as everybody else. Just attacking someone just because they like something you don't makes no sense. It's stupid. There is no justification for it, and it needs to stop. And this is something that the Sophie Lancaster Foundation is working towards, because, as I said before, we've got enough division in the world as it is. We've got enough mindless violence. We don't need more. So if you want to find out more about the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, there is a link to their website in the description below. If you want to pop over there, you can find out more about what they're currently working on, what they're doing, find out what their goal is, because they can explain it a lot better than I can, because I go off on mad rambling tangents. And if you can support them in any way, even something as simple as one of these simple £1 bracelets, if you can help them in any way, that's absolutely fantastic, and every little bit helps. But I think we'll leave that as it is. Thank you all very, very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.
Please don't go, I want you to stay. I'm begging you, please. Please don't leave here. I don't want you to hate for all the hurt that you feel. The world is just illusion, trying to change you.